So on Tuesday, we had a pretty unforgettable movie trivia Schmoedown singles championship match. And today, we continue our championship week on movie trivia Schmoedown. And on this one, it is for the team championships. But it's not just any match. It's the third of a beautiful, or perhaps maybe not so beautiful, trilogy if you're talking about one team or the other. Team Patriots and Team Top 10. These two teams are obviously no strangers to one another, and they're about to have the third and maybe final encounter. Will Team Top 10 finally get in the win column against the Patriots, or will it be 3 strikes and you're out, and JTE and Jeff Snyder continue their juggernaut dominant performance? Well, let's not waste any more time. It's Team Patriots, it's Team Top 10 for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Championships of the World. And it goes down now on JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine. And I dream broken dreams, I'll make them come true. I'll make them for you.
So without further ado, let's not waste any more time for this big, epic third match between these two teams. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1.
Are we poised to be the top contenders of the league? Is because we're literally
That's like the
two of
old
best
days,
players in
early
the league.
days.
Put us
Man,
together,
that might be their first match.
I agree. I feel like I'm the Edelman to his Brady, and together we're grown.
It was. Yeah, we need to remind you of that.
Gentlemen, just pure destruction here. JTE and Jeff Snyder, the Patriots.
As far as who I think is going to win, I mean, it's no secret, anybody that knows me, I'm a big Outlaw Nation guy. Like me some Roca, I like me some Nost. However, this has kind of turned into a I'll believe it when I see it situation.
I mean, you guys are what?
I mean,
5-time champions
when-
now?
I've lost track.
Been over
When
a year.
Top 10
It's
played
been
really
over a
good
year.
165
against the
days.
Patriots, they lost.
Seriously,
When they struggled,
congratulations.
they lost by
You
even
and
more.
JT are a great team. There's no two
They would
ways
have
about
to
it.
play a damn near perfect game, I think, in order to win this match. A couple of those matches, that match in particular was a damn near perfect match. That one was also a damn near perfect match. So they're capable of doing it. I'm hoping to do it. I'm rooting for them to do it, but I'll believe when I see it. It's kind of turned into that situation now. If I remember, I think JTE showed up halfway through that promo. See if I remember that correctly.
But I took care of myself, just focused on myself, stay within myself, and that's what it took.
We're bringing this back to this country, all right? That belt will no longer be in Team Communist hands. So the Maoist regime is going down, okay? Bolsheviks die today. We're bringing the USA is what I want to hear chant from the crowd when we walk in that day.
Yep, there
USA, not for the Patriots.
Why?
That's a misnomer. all
Why?
right? They're trying to infiltrate.
They're gonna,
Why do I have to keep playing you
Oh
guys?
yeah.
Oh, he's
Oh
got a
well.
backwards hat on.
Look at that.
Listen.
Khrushchev's aborted baby showed up.
Listen,
What
how
are we
many
gonna talk about, man?
times are you going to put your hand in a candy jar and get spanked before you realize you can't defeat us? We beat you twice for the championship. This used to be
You got
yours,
lucky on the
not
first
anymore.
time, and we didn't show
Well,
up
what happened the
focused
second time?
We weren't showing up focused. This
Listen,
time we are. We earned our way back.
The second time didn't happen.
Oh,
The first time was
how
a fluke.
baby faces.
They're gonna
Second
call it
time
the
didn't
Schmoedown
happen.
Missile Crisis.
Sorry,
I
it
have
doesn't
never
really work
lost.
that way.
Take those belts
Sorry,
off.
John
guys.
Broca in anything, and I will never lose to
life,
John Broca
but
in
okay.
anything.
Yeah.
Life, Schmoedown. Listen, and your show sucks.
Top 10 will face the undefeated, the undisputed, the unstoppable, the undisputed, the Lion's Den. Where's the undisputed? The Patriots. Where's the undisputed? You said everything but the undisputed. God dang it. I wanted to act like I could call things. No, can't do that. Big Ass Slim Jim. Love me some Slim Jim. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, it was on cue this time. Last couple times there's been a delay. They got it right this time. And that's Slim Jim's delay. Hello, Christian. Hello, Emma. Where was that last time? I don't remember seeing that in the last match.
Title match. I'm Christian Harloff, joined by Emma Fiber.
Thanks for having me here, Christian. It's great to be here for this grudge match, shall we say.
Yeah, it is. And listen, so you
Grudge match it definitely is.
Before we get into the team,
Unfortunately, you can't really call it a rivalry because it's not a rivalry until both sides win.
you have some serious contenders there. We just saw Rachel.
Oh, why you gotta remind me of that?
Amazing match.
Boo!
Sam Levine. It was tooth and tooth. They had a great fight. And then it was the Shire
That's
Wolves
amazing.
that really stood out to me. You got the Shire Wolves. You got Mark Andreyko. And, you know, I see you still haven't used that #1 contender spot yet.
You know what, Christian? I am waiting. I am seeing how the cookie crumbles.
She's wearing
so
the
to
same
speak,
thing
and,
she was wearing in that
figuring out the
video.
opportune moment to
What's
play that card.
going
But
on
That's
here?
fair. Well, you get to not be the manager today. You get to be the announcer on a table because, man, you talk about
Because
grudge
no one else
matches,
showed up.
You've got it. This is the third time that Top 10 has played the Patriots. Go
round
back to
20
2016
of
the Spectacular,
maybe
where
20.
the Top 10, they were the dominant champions. They took the straps from myself and Mark Ellis, and they were the heavy favorites going into the Spectacular. And then enter the Patriots, who not only did they win the titles at the Spectacular, they kept the titles for a
Scott
year. They have
Mance
defended
celebrating
the
with
championship
the
5
Patriots.
times. They are 8
That
and
still
0.
don't
Anyone
seem
in
right.
their way,
It was over
they
a year
have
ago.
won, and they have beaten Top 10 now twice.
You know, it seems impossible, yet somehow, and I have to give a lot of credit to JTE in this respect, that JTE is somebody
Yes,
that
because
had
giving credit
had
to
a
JTE
real
is
rough
so
time in Schmoedown for a while, and man,
hard to
he's kind
do.
of the comeback king. But I feel like his time of coming back is over.
Well, yeah, it's coming back as though he doesn't have to anymore because it's a matter of they have proven. No one can say. I mean, even
Come
if
back.
you look at how great
He's
of a
already
champion
there.
Dan Merle was, the Patriots as a championship entity have done more. They have defended the title 5 times. They are the only team that has gone 8 and 0. It's incredible what they've done, and maybe the attitude has helped because people at first, when they first started, oh, Snyder's carrying the team, and then JT said, oh, really? And then JT, not only did he get farther in the singles, but then he at the Spectacular, he was the one who had the dominant when they defended
Wait,
against the
someone
Buffalo
beat
line. He
Sam
went
in
to
a
really work
speed
off each
round?
other so well.
Inconceivable.
And then Top 10, who has just come back fighting. Everyone counted them out. They were done. And because they had lost the team action in Ultimate Schmoedown, well, that's it. Top 10
Green Goblin,
they beat
and
team
your
action, then they beat
winner.
that, and they earned their spot back here for the title.
It's true. They overcame a couple of little boys in Kmart suits, and you know what?
Oh,
if we're
that's
looking
just
at
wrong.
actual sports, which is where the Patriots get their name from, I think there is a possibility that they could be taken down today.
Well, listen, now, as you saw inside of the promo package leading up to it, there's a lot of story with these guys, and they're not pulling any punches when it comes to the promos.
Let's hear it.
We are back at it again, taking on these dirty-ass Patriots.
Damn
Gonna take
straight.
those belts off those boys. We done earned our shot, boys, and now we're back.
You know, when people tell you, just be yourself, just be yourself. It's cool to be yourself when you're winners like we are. You know what? It's not cool to be yourself? When you're losers, like Top 10.
It's a thing of beauty, isn't it, John? It's a thing of beauty. When you get to face off against two assholes,
What
you
is
know?
that? Is
Two
that
assholes. Look at this.
is that the toothpick?
This is my thing. This is my thing. This is what a grown adult
Oh,
does, you know?
toothpick
Walks
gang.
around, picks up an
Snyder.
affectation.
Yeah.
It's natural, you know?
I don't know how they even got here in the first place again. So it's like Blofeld's cat they beat, big deal. Top that, big deal. And what was the other team? Action, big deal.
I've never seen Matt hungrier than he's been to come and take this.
We
these
want
belts.
these goddamn belt's back.
Around the waist.
Right now.
We gave it to them, so we're going to take it back. They rented it for a year, and now it's our turn.
Pretty long renting period.
Which commissioner do I talk to about getting better competition in this league? I don't know how many times we have to beat top 10. I feel like if we beat them again, we'll have enough to like buy 3 billboards, and we can just say, the first one will say like, Roca and Nost, you're losers. Shut the fuck up and leave us alone.
Period.
It is mind-blowing that these
really
guys
tough.
have held on to the pelts for this long.
Yeah.
Just, I've watched a couple of these matches, and literally, the way they're dancing afterwards, they can't believe it themselves.
Yeah.
You know, I have like a grab bag of insults
is
I
true.
can start throwing at these guys. You've all heard them before, because this is tired. I'm tired of talking about these guys. I don't even have the energy to insult them, which is one of the easiest things you do. It's a layup in this league. I got to play Roca. Also, again,
The Eagles beat the Patriots. Nobody saw that coming. The Giants beat the Patriots. Nobody saw that coming. Top 10 is going to beat the Patriots.
We are the AFC East of this league.
That's right.
And we're coming for you, assholes.
But the Patriots are the AFC East. That doesn't make any sense. It
People
don't make
talk about
any
teams of
sense.
Destiny, comebacks, and sticking with it. And top 10, they've stuck with this for a very long time. They want to storm the castle again. Well, guess what? We're in the castle. We like the castle, and we're not giving it up.
Oh well. It's always next year then.
It's funny because Dagnino is talking about how he doesn't understand why that they are there playing these guys again. Snyder and JT almost laughing at top 10 as far as here we go again. JT has made it very clear that he's beaten Roca in anything that they play. They're battling each other on March 15th at the live show. There's so much history there. Matt Nost, who's coming off the game of his career, is poking off fun with Snyder, sticking the the drumstick in his mouth, making it look like the toothpick, and they're just poking at one another. They are ready to go. They are ready to
I'm
fight.
ready.
They're ready to fire it down and get it, because the thing is, and Thad Williams has made this announcement, that if top 10 loses today, this is the last time they get a title shot as long as the Patriots are the champions. They will never face the Patriots ever again.
And you know what? I think that could be the fuel for the fire that's going to propel top 10 to a much-needed victory here, because, as you say, they've faced the Patriots multiple times now and have yet to take them down. But I think that Matt Nost is tired of them referring to him as a pizza guy, and he is ready to really come in swinging.
All right, here's the tale of the tape. The challengers, top 10 biopics, animated films, and mocking the Patriots any chance they can. And then you've got the Patriots. You got Tarantino movies, Arnie and Sly, and wishing
Avoiding
Roca
John
would just
Roca?
leave them alone.
I wouldn't necessarily
so
agree
that's
with
all the
that.
stuff that we have there. I'm ready to go. How about you?
I'm ready to go. Listen, I can relate to you wanting Roca to leave you alone, but he's turned over a new leaf. So what do you say, Christian? Is that golden throat ready?
It's ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for
Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
5 rounds for the team championship of the world. Introducing first,
Champ is here.
representing the top 10 show
We hope they're here.
with a record of
We pray they're
9
here.
wins, 4
But they're not here.
and 2 knockouts.
It's the other team.
They are the
Patriots.
2015 Ultimate Schmoedown
Top 10's here.
semifinalists and the
Kumbaya.
Movie Trivia Schmoedown team champion, Mighty Matt Nost and the Outlaw John Roca. Team Top 10. Who's this guy?
I don't know.
Who's this guy? It's his bodyguard.
Does he have like a little in-ear thing? I feel like this is like a security situation. I mean, listen, if Tom Dagnino's in the building, I understand wanting to have a security detail.
There are the challengers here.
That was awkward.
Oh, there it is.
There's the mocking toothpick. The Outlaw keeping on the mask, going old school. And there's Mighty Matt Nost, looking like the most he's ever looked like Sam Rockwell
Yeah,
ever.
he does have a very Sam Rockwell vibe about him.
Congratulations, bodyguard dude. You just earned $50.
They do.
And their opponents, representing
Oh.
the
Ah.
Lions Den,
Ah.
with a record of 8 wins, no defeats. They are
Get
the
out the screen,
2016
Matt.
Team of the Year, the 2017 Team of the Year, and the reigning, defending, undefeated.
There, now you said undisputed. Yay!
Schmoedown champions of the world, Little Evil, JTE, and the Insider, Jeff
You've been ice fishing, Tom.
Ken comes in, Dagnino's there, the Patriots there, tipping the move. Look at the
Apparently,
stink eye.
JTE didn't
Look
get
at the stink eye.
the sunglasses
Bill
memo.
Snyder with that evil laugh. He's looking at me, looking at the camera, punch drunk on power. Look at him. Oh, and Ken taking a selfie.
Okay.
I'm expecting
There
that to
are
be on
champions, the reigning
on
team
Twitter
champions
in
here, 8-0
a couple hours.
in their lustrous reign as we get to round number one. Gentlemen, round number one works like this. Round one, you're going to have 8 questions on the whiteboard. You write it down. When it's your time, you show it to the board. Say it at the same time. 15 seconds to answer.
See how many
JT's
I
got his
get
own
right.
rule,
I got
meaning
actually
that you
2
can
right
repeat
in the title
the
match.
question 3
So
times throughout the entire match.
I'm
Don't
proud
use
of
them all up in the
myself.
first round, or you can. You just
I
don't
knew
have any more left.
I knew a
Don't forget
quarter
about the
of the
challenge rule.
championship
All right,
caliber questions.
Champions, are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
We've been ready the
And
last couple times.
Can we make something clear here? This is the last time we're playing these guys, right?
Yes.
I
If
don't
we-
ever
which we-
want to face these guys again.
All right, and the challengers, are you ready? Challengers, are you ready? No?
That was the worst shit
Yeah.
talk I've ever
I
heard
mean,
in my entire life.
Would you say it was shitty?
You had no confidence saying that entire sentence. That was beautiful.
If your shit talk is shitty, you're doing it pretty well.
All right, so
don't think that's how that
Nice.
works.
The
Yep.
cherry on the turd right there. That was beautiful.
all right, now the challengers ready.
Let's do it.
Damn right.
No.
Yeah.
All right, then let's get ready to
Yay! Took long enough.
All right, here we go, gentlemen. Round number one, question number one in the realm of horror
Oh,
thriller.
boy.
In what 2012 film, written by Joss Whedon and Drew Goddard, starred Chris Hemsworth and Kristen Connolly?
Who?
Joss Whedon.
Chris Hemsworth and who was the last one?
Kristen Connolly.
Not necessarily a popular name around these parts anymore.
No.
All right.
5, 4,
Number.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Jeff Snyder.
El Cabin in the Woods.
Correct. Roca.
Don't know.
Oh.
JT.
Cabin in the Woods.
Matt.
Cabin in the Woods.
All right. So no still has not missed in over a game. All right. Here we go.
All right.
Question 2.
Question number 2 from the category of dramas. What 2016 film about a man who takes a live broadcast hostage starred Julia Roberts, George Clooney, and Jack O'Connell?
Good old Jackie
Yeah.
Connell. Good old 2016.
Broadcast
2016. What a
5,
year that was.
4, 3.
Sorry, repeat.
What 2016 film about a man who takes a live
No
broadcast
idea.
hostage starred Julia Roberts, George
Doesn't even
Clooney,
sound
and Jack
familiar.
O'Connell? JT wasted no time on living up to his own rule.
5, 4, 3,
On air.
1. Roca.
Money something.
JTE.
Same money something.
No.
Don't know.
Snyder.
I broke the casting on this one. Money Monster.
Oh,
Snyder.
Damn it.
Snyder.
Not Moneyball.
This is the dangerous looking Snyder.
I know.
He looks like he woke up. Here he is. Okay. Next one. Family Films, gentlemen. Family Films. Which actress played Jadis, the White Witch, in 2005's The Chronicles of Narnia?
I forget about the Chronicles of Narnia
I
films
like the first
sometimes.
one.
Yeah, the first one was pretty good.
The Chronic
Yeah.
what?
5, 4, 3, 2,
Reese
1.
Witherspoon.
Pens down. Little Evil.
Kate Blanchett.
No.
Tilda Swinton.
Oh,
Correct.
Yes.
Snyder.
Tilda Swinton.
Correct. And Roca.
Tilda Swinton.
There you go. Okay, so
Right.
JT missed, so the
Not
Patriots still have a 1-point lead here. 4-3, 4-3.
Over.
and
Question
Zero.
number 4 from the realm of
get
animated.
this one.
What is the name of Mrs. Potts' son in 1991's Beauty and the Beast?
Oh, crap.
1991 animated film, came around again in 2017, so there's really no excuse for not knowing this answer.
5, 4,
Keep it down, Emma.
3, 2, 1. Matt Nost.
Chip.
Correct. Snyder.
Paul.
Paul. Hi,
Roca.
I'm Paul.
Roca.
Did he really say Paul?
He did.
He did.
Roca.
Chip.
Correct. And JTE.
Shit.
He had it.
All
Okay.
right.
Going into question number 5, we're all tied up at 5. And now we get to action adventure. Action adventure. Which actor played down on his luck Private Eye Holland March in Shane Black's 2016 film The Nice Guys? It's a good question. I like what Skoliski did there.
He seems like a nice guy, too, this guy who plays the guy
Skoliski?
in The Nice Guy. Yeah, yep, exactly.
5, 4.
Sorry, repeat. I know it's one of the two.
All right.
Killing me.
Which actor played Down in His Luck Private Eye Holland March in Shane Black's 2016 film The Nice Guys?
The Nice
JTE
Guys.
uses the second
Sorry.
JTE rule.
I had to get
Is
that
a good
answer.
reason it's named after him.
Yep.
It's
5,
50-50.
Guess it's Russell
4,
Crowe. Unless it's the other guy.
2, 1. Pens down. Snyder.
Ryan Gosling.
Oh,
Correct.
it is the other guy.
Roca.
Ryan Gosling.
Damn it.
JTE.
Oh, Robert Downey Jr.
Oh,
I was thinking a kiss, kiss.
Russell Crowe.
Okay, so only Snyder. They
thinking
keep, they
Kiss
stay
Kiss
tied.
Ryan.
All right, here we go. Next question.
All right. In the category of fantasy sci-fi, what actress played Jupiter Jones in 2015's Jupiter Ascending?
This is a battle so far.
It is.
This is really, they're going toe to toe.
Everyone's furiously writing.
Yep. 5, 4,
Mila Kunis.
3, 2, 1. Roca.
Mila Kunis?
Yay, I got one.
Mila Kunis.
Matt didn't have
Oh,
it. And
no.
Snyder.
Matt.
Oh, so the Patriots take the lead here. 8-7. 8-7. This is toe for toe. Toe for toe.
Guess I got
Toe for
one.
toe.
Yes.
Half
Next
of it.
question.
yes.
Number
Half of it
7.
worked out.
Number 7 is movie taglines. Movie taglines is number 7. What Best Picture nominee had the tagline? She brought a small town to its feet and a huge corporation to its knees.
The
5,
That was a quick countdown. Guessing it's not what I think it is.
2, 1. Pens down. JT.
Aaron Brockovich.
Correct. Matt.
Aaron Brockovich.
Snyder.
Aaron Brockovich.
Roca.
Aaron Brockovich.
Okay, so we're right there.
Right.
As we get to our
Definitely
final
not what I was
question in
thinking it
round
was.
number 1.
Yes, and the 8th question in round number 1 comes from Patreon. The following question comes to you from anonymous Patreon supporter. Thank you for supporting the show. And in the category of comedies, in Meet the Parents, what is the name of the Burns family cat?
Oh,
Like to thank the again. Want to thank the patrons.
Yes,
For
absolutely.
doing that, just signing up, and then again being able to put all these questions. There's a lot
Indeed.
of
I'll
fun.
just give a
Yeah.
common cat
Five.
answer.
No clue.
4,
Whiskers.
2, 1. Pens down. Nost.
Fucking mittens.
That is a great cat name.
Jinx. They call him Jinxie.
That's good.
That's correct. Roca.
Jinxels?
Jingles?
Yeah.
No. And nothing. So only Snyder gets it.
Nice,
Oh.
Jeff.
So Snyder.
Go, Jeff.
Hey, I
beats
got
the
one.
Patriots within 2 as we
Yay.
get to round number 2, which is the
Horrible.
wheel round.
7 for 8.
2
That's horrible.
points, 2 points for each question here. Round number 2, the contestants will spin the wheel.
Yay.
If it
I'm getting
lands
worse.
on a slice they don't like, they can spin again. The champions have.
If you
options
watch my
to not have
videos, you're
spinners
certainly
or
not watching them
multiple
for my
choice
trivia
on the
knowledge.
wheel.
That's for
So
damn
if
sure.
it lands on something they don't want, they spin again. 2 points for each question. 6 questions in this round. Go to multiple choice. It's worth 1 point. You can steal. The Patriots have 1 JTE rule left. Top 10 has 3, and they both have their challenges. We'd also like to thank Patreon once again. One of our patrons has a slice on the wheel, and that slice today, the patron slice, is romance. Romance is the slice that they have chosen. It is on the wheel. All right.
And just to
so
let you guys know now,
are going to
I
go
officially upped
first
my
here.
tier to the point
JT,
where
give it a spin.
I will
I do want to
be
thank
using
that
that.
patron though, because these
I
guys
will
know
be
nothing
putting
about
tier
romance.
I will be putting category slices on
Something
the wheel
ironic about this
once they
grudge
finally
match having
kick in. I
romance
don't know
on
when
the
that's going
wheel.
to kick in
That's
because
right.
I upped it a little bit
JT.
later.
Look at that stance by
But
JT.
Thinking
That-
about a week,
you know,
it
that is
should
a
be
confident spin.
super-
a month time, which
I have
means
to give it
next
to JT.
month I
That
should be
was
able to
quite a
start
spin.
doing
He's
that.
got his hand on the tips like super evil.
Super evil.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Movie quotes. Do you want to stay or spin again? Spinning
Spin
again.
Is it-
JT.
yeah, this is dangerous, JT, just to be clear.
All right. Here we go.
I like that. I think they finally updated
He's
the
assuming the stance again.
the main
super
round
evil.
thing where
Trying to use his
opponent's
superpowers
choice
to
isn't on the
get-
thing.
get
They
that
actually
flying
can
arty
change that.
slice.
Can already see the
Came
memes.
up just
As I
shy
noticed,
but
opponent's
before-
choice was not on the opening
Oh,
thing.
oh, oh,
Nope. Darn it.
it's destiny.
Movie quotes it is. All right, I will ask the questions to the champions here as they hit movie quotes.
I guess movie quotes was where we're going this week.
All right, here we go, guys. Movie
Hoping
quotes.
for a lot of
movie
Rocky
quotes.
quotes.
2 points. 2 points. This is really big. Couldn't get away from movie quotes, and here we go. Movie quotes, guys. Which classic horror movie ends with the fatal line of dialogue? Why? She wouldn't even harm a fly.
Psycho.
2 points. Next question.
Smattering of applause.
Apathetic at best.
Next question. Next question. I offered you a chance to be a cop and you blew it. is a line from which 1997 crime film?
That would be Copland.
2 points.
Stallone with the assist.
Next question, question 3. In which 90s comedy will you hear the quote, "You ain't cool unless you pee your pants"?
Come on.
What do you want me to say? This is what the question
Billy Madison.
2 points. The questions are there. That's what they spun. What 90s film's last lines are, God, here comes the groan. And like that, poof, he's gone.
The Usual Suspects.
2 points.
Man. It was Destiny Movie.
Here we go. Name the 2010 thriller from the quote, "I gotta get off this rock, Chuck. Get back to the mainland. Whatever the hell's going on here, it's bad."
I'm going to go with Shutter Island.
2 points.
Big one there.
You bastard.
And your final one. Final one. Here we go. What movie contains the quote, "Define irony. A bunch of idiots dancing on a plane to a song made famous by a band that died in a
That'd
plane
be
crash."
Con Air.
2 more points. They cleared the fucking round.
And without batting an eyelash.
They cleared the round. That was an amazing round. Listen, you say what it was?
Movie quotes
Top
ain't
10
been
would've
used a
gotten
lot,
that.
so
That's
a
the
lot of
questions
them
they would've
quotes
gotten.
ain't been
So
used.
top 10. Here we go, guys. You guys are up. You're down a handful of points here. You need a big round. Big round.
Hey guys, don't land on Quentin or Scarlett or Will Smith.
I don't know what's going on with it, but let's see.
Getting
Happened
a little
again.
demagnetized.
Yeah.
Where is it going?
I
Pixar.
don't think that's
Pixar.
getting taken.
Movies.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that get taken.
This has historically been a
Matt-
pretty
I
strong
know 'em
category
all.
for Matt
Matt
Nose.
knows
Yeah,
Pixar.
he does.
Matt knows.
I would. I definitely would.
5. Gonna go for it again.
Wait, are you sure?
He's going to spin again. All right. Still holding on to that Tarantino slice.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's better they're coming out. They spun away from Pixar, which has been a strength of Matt Nose in the past. So the question is, what they're looking for westerns. You know they're
Yes.
looking for westerns.
Sports
Oh,
movies.
here
that
comes-
we get at, too.
There it is.
Yep.
Come on. Uh-oh.
Tarantino.
Tarantino it is. So they're going to be going for Quentin
right.
That's not a big
Tarantino.
category.
Yeah.
This is good for you guys.
Yeah,
All right.
You guys got this. No problem.
And
Please.
I will be
was wondering if
asking
that was ever gonna
questions
happen.
of the challengers.
It did.
Do we get the
Top
Teen Jeopardy
10.
questions as well?
No, this is
Son of a
these are
bitch.
not Teen Jeopardy questions. These are, well, it remains to be seen. Question number 1. Which Tarantino movie stars both BJ Novak and Till Schweiger as side characters?
Inglorious Bastard.
2
That
points.
is correct. Also starring one Sam Levine as a side character as well.
He's not in it that much. You don't miss much when he.
All right. In the Kill Bill films, Pai Mei was the head priest of what clan?
Yeah.
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Fox Force, B, White Lotus, C, Venom Mob, or D, Last Dragon?
White Lotus.
That is correct for
1
1
point.
point. All right, question number 3. In Death Proof, for which actor does stuntman Mike say he doubled?
Oh crap! I didn't see it. Multiple choice.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Lee Majors, B, Raymond Burr, C, Clint Eastwood, or D, David Jansen?
David Jansen.
5.
Fine. Lee Majors.
That is correct for 1 point.
All right. Fighting back. They were within 10.
Hanging on.
They're within 10.
All right. In Jackie Brown, Ordell Robbie is a Los Angeles black market gun runner that bailed one of his couriers, Beaumont Livingston, from jail. Who plays Beaumont?
No, because he's the.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Oh, okay, repeat
Repeat the
the
question.
right.
Repeat the question. They said repeat the question.
In Jackie Brown, Ordell Robbie is a Los Angeles black market gun runner that bailed one of his couriers, Beaumont Livingston, from jail. Who plays Beaumont?
I know it too. I just want to make sure.
5,
Stop. It's
4,
easy. It's
Do you need an
3.
answer?
Chris Tucker.
That is correct for 2 points. All right.
Question 5.
In Pulp Fiction, what does Vincent complain about when he goes to Lance's house to buy drugs?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Damn.
All right. Second repeat. In Pulp Fiction, what does Vincent complain about when he goes to Lance's house to buy drugs?
His car got keyed.
That is correct for
That's
2
correct.
points.
All right, that's number 5.
Just the repeats have
All
come
right.
in handy.
Number,
Using them right.
number 6.
Your final question in Quentin Tarantino films. In The Hateful Eight, what job did Tim Roth's character tell Kurt Russell that he had?
Oh,
5.
Hangman.
That is correct for 2
points.
points.
There.
What a fight. What a fight. It's round number 3 now. It's the betting round. So the betting round is going to work
I always
with
forget
this.
about the betting
Champions
round.
will
I thought they
spin
were going to
the
the speed
wheel.
round.
Whatever they land on, they will bet points. They can only bet up to 3 points. The lowest they can bet is 0 points. So the champions are up. Guys, go ahead and give a spin. They can confer in this round. Snyder, good. A 6-point lead again in the first half. It's a good spin.
It
Good
is.
spin.
A spin that won't make anything fly off, so that's a
Taking
great spin.
Different approach
He's
than
blowing-
JTH.
he's blowing it through, yeah.
Waiting
Yeah,
on
this
that
is-
wheel
this
to
is
land.
the Snyder that we've. Oh, here we go. What are we landed on?
Oh,
Ooh,
Western.
and
Now, do we each bet or as a team? I always forget.
As a team.
As a team.
All right, so we're going to Westerns here. Westerns.
Well,
so
top
guys,
10's going
make sure
3.
That you put your points down, show them to Copster.
Patriots
please.
should go 2.
All right, so your question. Who played the school teacher turned outlaw in 1965's Cat Ballou?
Roca furiously scribbling an answer. As to be expected, this is a
5,
strong category for him.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Start with how many points from the champions?
1 point.
1
Single
point.
point.
And you chose?
John Wayne.
Didn't have
Not
it. All right,
correct.
so that is a loss of a point. 22. Top 10 picked how many points?
3.
3 to tie the game. You picked?
He has nothing written down there.
I know, but I can say it, right?
No.
What?
It's a write down thing.
He didn't write down anything.
You've got to write down the answer.
Oh, well, I wrote Jane Fonda down.
That
What? Is that
What?
what Jane Fonda to you?
Yeah.
You didn't write the answer down.
I wrote Jane Fonda down here, just quickly.
Let me
That's Jane
Hey,
Fonda.
we gotta
Let
see,
me-
Oh,
yeah, I
let's see
feel
it.
like we gotta
here we
see
go.
that.
Let's see it.
Yeah, I mean, no one got it. It's not like I'm cheating from them.
Yeah.
They didn't get it.
What?
They didn't get it.
There's
Well,
nothing,
no, wait,
there's nothing
hold
written
on.
on the board.
Shh, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
I
So
challenge that.
There's nothing written on the board. It's not
yeah,
on the
but you guys. All right. So what was your answer?
Jane Fonda.
The answer was Jane Fonda. You guys did not get Jane Fonda. We're going to award them the points. 3 points.
Uh-oh.
Challenge.
Challenge.
All right, challenge.
Yeah, I figured that was
the
coming.
rules as outlined on the screen
Mm-hmm.
before the round is to write the answer down.
Yes.
If
it's
you're
been
telling
like
me
that every.
that was the answer written down,
All right, you're going to
th-
challenge.
th-
you're
there was
challenge
challenging.
this.
nothing
Wait, first of all-
written on the board.
No, there was written on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
board.
He wrote it
Jane
in
Fonda.
cursive
I wrote
quickly
it
in that
fast.
last second.
In
Jane
cursive.
Fonda.
He wrote down.
Is it still there? Is it still
No,
there?
So he already erased
I'm
it.
happy to
erased
write
it.
it down.
There's literally no way
It's-
that
it's-
said
it's
Jane Fonda.
complicated.
It was a bunch of squiggly lines.
I mean, it was not close to Jane Fonda.
Yeah, democratic process.
They're all just
That's
going,
what I wrote.
how the fuck do we review this?
I would like to request a chance.
This is the
to
first
review-
time they're not just doing the
No. Hell no.
intermission music.
Hell no.
I know.
Bro, I just wish Roka would have fucking wrote the answer.
I
Just played
did
the,
write
you
it
played
down.
the
I
game
wrote
a
it
million
fast.
fucking times.
They waited to they wanted to keep that in.
All right, so after the challenge, here is what the ruling was. And I can tell you, this was a mess. You only saw 5 to 10 seconds of a little blurb. This went on forever. This was a mess. I hated every second of this. It stinks. And I'll tell you what the ruling is going to be. First of all, the challenge was because Roka wrote something that no one could read and then said it, that was the Patriots issue. Also, the issue that top 10 was, Roka clearly knew the answer.
He definitely
knew
did.
it. He didn't steal it from the Patriots. However, the rules clearly state that you have to write your answer down as well as say it. That has been the rule. Roka has played in championship matches before. That is the case. Now, Patriots are up 4 points. Top 10, 19 points. Now, in order to make this fair all the way around, we are going to let the champions spin again.
Oh, boy.
They will spin the wheel again. This will just scratch out the entire thing. They will spin it again because, again, I will tell the competitors in this round, put your points on the board. When the question is asked, confer and write the answer legibly on the board. If you know it, write it. That's always been the rule. That will continue to be the rule. JTE, go ahead and spin.
Christian looked visibly and verbally frustrated. It's going to be Westerns again. Oh, no, Will Smith. I was getting ready to say, if we got Westerns again.
So, in the newly spun category of Will Smith, in Collateral Beauty, to cope with his daughter's death, Smith writes abstract letters to love, death, and blank.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. How many points did the Patriots put?
If Matt knows guess this, I'm going to go through the roof.
3. And you had?
I have time.
That's
That
correct.
is correct.
And
Put sorrow.
how many points?
It was 3.
3 points. All right.
Right,
So,
so
top 10
Oh,
loses 3
God.
points. Patriots
lead for
again.
the
So now the
Patriots.
Patriots have 10 points.
This is bullshit, man.
10 points. All right. So now we get to round number 4, which is the speed round. The speed round comes into play here. The speed round. You are going to get 5 questions. 5 questions. Speed round worth 1 point apiece. 1 point apiece. And they are going to answer. You have to answer. If you buzz in, you have to answer within 2
The
seconds.
speed
or
round,
you
also
lose a
known
point.
as
When you buzz
God
in,
damn
you
this
get correct,
speed
1
round, Sam
point.
Levine.
Okay, here we go, guys. 5 questions in the speed round. Who plays Hansel, Ben Stiller's rival mate?
Owen
Snyder,
Wilson.
1 point. What is the name of the crime lord with a mythical reputation in The Usual Suspects? Roka.
Kaiser Soze.
1 point.
Correct.
Morgan Spurlock packs on pounds while living on. Roka.
30 pounds.
No. So lose
Nope.
a point. And lose a point. All right.
Yep.
4.
Oh, in The Terminator, who plays Sarah Connor? Snyder.
Linda Hamilton.
Okay.
Correct.
From Salisbury, Maryland.
Number 5, who directed 1984's Dune? Matt Nost.
And your winners by way of knockout and
God.
still
Damn it.
undefeated movie trivia showdown champion of the world, Little Evil and the Snyder, Jeff Snyder.
Just kept getting worse and worse. The outcomes kept getting worse and worse and worse. I'm trying to figure out what movie trilogy to relate this to.
Patriots and top 10. This is going to be all over the damn boards. It is the last thing in the world I wanted.
Agreed.
It is absolutely a nuclear bomb inside of the team division.
Unfortunately, what wasn't all over the board was John Roca writing that answer of Jane Fonda, which would have tied up the match going into the speed round.
He's not wrong in the fact where
No.
he knows the answers, but he's also played the game so many times. He
That's
knows
true.
to write it down. That's
Yeah.
why it's like I understand he's competitive. He's passionate about it.
Yeah.
But
So basically, they were
Snyder
knocked out
and
before they
JT,
were knocked
they
out.
had a point. They had a legit challenge. The problem is that Roca knew the answer, and we knew that he knew the answer. It could have been tied, and it shifted it. It's just a matter of writing it down, and I don't know why they didn't write it down. I don't
agree.
get it.
I think that was the moment that really turned the game in favor of the Patriots, because up to
So,
this point,
I'm trying to think of a
they've been
movie
having a
trilogy
pretty good
comparison to
match.
these
It's been really
matches.
It would have look. That would have tied the game. It would have
Yeah.
gone into
Gotta
the
think of
speed
a
round
great
tied.
first
It was
movie,
such a different. It is. I can
mediocre
see it. I can see the
second
tweets,
movie,
I can
and worse
read
than
all the comments already.
that
I know
third
what's
one.
coming. I can understand it, and it is the way that it was run. There was a lot of decisions made, and John Roca is going to have a field day in the back with Jen Sturger. I can already see it, but. John Roca also gets some revenge here if he wants it at that live event against JTE at the L Portal. This is going to make it even more heated when these two go to battle.
It
Yeah.
definitely is, and you know,
How
it
wonderful.
seems that adding fuel to that grudge match fire didn't necessarily pay off for John Roca today, but I think that he's going to be gunning for JT in that live event.
Yeah, he is. And as we go to Jen Sturger, good luck.
Thanks for that one, Christian. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Jen Sturger here with the Lion's Den. Tom, you got to be feeling pretty good about all this.
You know, it's cold outside, but it's fucking real hot in here.
Baby, it's cold
real
outside.
Well, if you took off your yard
I've been
sale
saying
clothes,
that
you
a
might be
lot
doing a
lately.
little
I
better.
mean, is it
It's
9-0
freaking
now?
cold around here.
You know, we
9-0,
beat these
6
chumps.
defenses.
6 defenses, and we beat those chumps 3 times. I mean, look, you know, people are going to say what they want to say about this, but the challenge worked because it's the truth, period. So if anybody says anything about it, fuck you, basically, because it's not. It's true, period.
It's a family show. Calm down.
Okay, so JT, why don't you tell us first, okay? You tell us what you saw, and I'm going to go next.
Here's the deal. If anyone understands you have to write something down, it's me.
You practically invented that
yes,
role.
You get a lot of shit for it. You at least spell it out so it at least sounds like or looks like it could be what your answer wanted.
Draw a picture if you don't know.
Listen, Roka I saw him struggling. He wrote down an answer. It was wrong. And the reason why I saw he wrote down another answer was because as the clock was going down, we handed our answer. I was like, okay, we're good. Let's see what happens. And I look over and he's still struggling. And he's erasing things. And like Christian, the count is already gone. I saw him scribble something in the corner, and then I was like, okay. In my head, I was like, they have no way of winning these points. He didn't write down an answer. And then he gives the answer, which after we gave our answer, which gave him maybe extra 20 seconds to think of what the answer could be. And he just didn't even, do you notice this? Watch the tape. He didn't even show his board. He hipped it down, and he's like, Jade Fonda, or whatever the hell it was. And I was like, whoa, whoa. And that's why I pointed out. I was like, he didn't write anything.
Right.
He didn't write anything.
He could have used the Thigh Master. I would have took that answer. Other than that, though.
That's a good, funny reference.
Here's the thing. None of those letters were remotely legible, okay? So what should have happened, this is the correct call would have been for them to lose 3 points and we lose 1 point, and basically we gain 2 points on them. Now they wanted, they were okay with throwing the whole question out, which brings us back to a 4-point lead. But at that point, then we're being penalized 2 points. So that's where the lawyer in me kicked in, and I argued for the respin, and the respin proved to be huge because we got 3 points and they lost 3 points. That's a 6-point swing instead of a 2-point swing, and frankly, Roka should have known when he was ahead and just cut his losses and taken the minus 3 points on
But
Westbrook.
obviously, we all know that the comment section is going to be on fire after this match.
Let the comment section be on fire, Jen. I don't care. I'm sick of these fans. That's why I left the Facebook group, and maybe if you guys are nice to me after this, I'll come back. But I'm sick of the fans disparaging the Patriots. I played the heel for the last year and a half. I want some goddamn respect.
I respect you, Jeff, and that's why you followed me on Twitter.
Time, I had no idea what the answer was. I was like racking my mind. I never saw that crap movie. I was like, time.
They're such a great team. They should have gotten time too.
Time is exactly what they're out of. Because they're never going to be able to fight us again. Goodbye. I hate for it to go out this way, but I also love it.
Meanwhile, the weakest link. Today we did our part. Who's up next? Ken Knapsack. Tell us.
Well, me and Tom gonna have a little fun in the fields with the Shire Wolves. Kind of bat them around a little bit. Maybe treat, send them on their way.
You
It's
better
gonna be
quit
a
while
great
you're
time.
ahead.
Look, Jen, I said it before, and I can say it now. We're in the castle. This is our castle. We love it, and we're not giving it up.
So you're not at all intimidated about your upcoming match with the Shire Wolves?
I'm never intimidated. I'm respectful.
Or facing your former partner?
I'm respectful.
Ken, I expect a new fur coat after that match. I want a new fur coat for me and Tom and Jeff because these guys are going down.
Please get one for Tom. That thing smells. Roka, you're obviously upset. I'm sorry, you actually dropped this too. You might want to keep that.
Yeah.
Or not. It's fine. Obviously, you're upset. What happened out there?
Simple. I didn't want to use another repeat. I got the answer in my mind. I realized the right answer when I thought about school teacher, and then I wrote Jane Fonda down as quickly as I could before the time ran out. That's it. The rule is write the answer down. The rule is not write the answer down so everyone in the world can read it. The rule is write the answer down and say it. If they had said Jane Fonda 2 and I had done that, I would have not taken the points. I would have accepted the loss. This is bullshit. And JT claiming like, oh, well, I said John Wayne, so I gave you time to think. Shut the fuck up. Like, that's some bullshit. It didn't give me any time to think. I knew the answer. I even leaned over to Matt and said, I think it's Jane Fonda. I'll write it down real quick. I don't want to use another repeat. I said that as I was writing down. So this decision stinks, and we would have tied them because they would have lost a point, would have gotten 3, would have tied them going into that speed round, and it's a different mentality. It was, well, you still wouldn't have gotten all those answers right in the speed round. Sure, but it's a different mentality when you're tied, you're hungrier. And so when we got in that speed round, you saw me. I took off the mask, took off everything. I just was done. I was mentally done because I didn't agree with the decision. I respect the dual commissioners, or what do we have down there? I expect that, but it was a bunch of bullshit.
So you weren't happy with the respin decision either?
Oh, God, I hated that decision because there was nothing controversial about the spin.
Yeah, why do they get to dictate the terms of everything in that moment?
They got to challenge, and then they got to change the fucking rules.
I mean, what are we giving out hand jobs next? Like, where does this go from here?
Yeah.
But the loser's got to, come over and fluff me afterwards? Jesus Christ.
We're totally bleeping this, right?
I understand they're your champions and you need to prop them up and help them out. And and I can't really talk much because I had a shit game. John was carrying us for most of this game. But Jesus Christ, when you go from, okay, we're tied up going into another round to suddenly we're down to almost an insurmountable lead, it's fucking pointless at that point. It's difficult.
And this is a championship match. This is a championship match. If you're going to make decisions like that tarnish your championship match, I don't know what you're doing. Like, I really don't know what you're doing. He can take all his pages of his contracts and all his tabs, he can shove them up his ass. This is bullshit. This is what a commissioner should come out and make a decision. And just because they can't read it in the back doesn't mean I didn't say the right answer. I said the right answer. I was writing fast. If you can't read it, who cares? I still wrote something on the board and said the right answer.
It's the respin that is the worst part. The respin.
The respin is the
That's
worst.
fine. You want to not award the points or whatever else, but then they get to respin on top of that, get a category that may be better suited to their strong suits.
So what do you have to say to the fans that are going to be in the comments section, weighing in on this?
Matt, I don't...
Go ahead. Say whatever the fuck you want. You're going to anyway. People say all kinds of crazy shit. Sometimes it's insanely positive. One guy once told me, he's like, "I'm glad Nose took my advice this round." I don't know you. I don't know what you're referring to. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know where you live.
So you can say whatever you want. I'm sure we're going to get lambasted and raked over the coals over it. So be it. They.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is there anything that you think that the commissioner can do to keep something like this from happening in the future?
Give us a rematch. How about that? How about that decision? How about that fucking decision? Make that decision. Give us a rematch because that was a bullshit decision.
So you want to face them again?
Yes. And put whatever. Let them choose all the categories. I don't care. But that was bullshit for that. That was bullshit. Let them choose all the fucking pies on the wheel, all the slices on the wheel. I don't care. Like, it's bullshit that we lost that way, and it's not fair to us. We worked hard. We got there. We clawed our way back after they got the easiest questions in the fucking world in movie quotes. We clawed back with Tarantino and got within 4, and then with that answer, we would have tied them going into the last round. So, to me, we lost. That's all you can say, but it's a terrible way to lose.
John, those movie quote questions were so difficult.
Yeah.
So difficult. What movie is we're going to need a bigger boat? No fucking clue, guys. No fucking clue.
Hey, listen.
That should be worth 5 points. That's how difficult. I mean, that movie is from 30 years ago, 35 years ago. Oh, my God.
You look me in the eye. I'm going to fly to whatever state you live in, and I'm going to give you some movie quote questions to put in there that are worth 2 points. This is ridiculous. Those are first round 1 point questions masquerading as 2 point questions.
Not even, those are warm-up questions. Those are softballs. There was 1, maybe 2 that were legitimate within that category. The others were...
And all of it with Snyder asking for a respin. I don't know why that was given. I will never understand why that was given. It was a ridiculous decision, Jen.
I know you're very emotional and everything's a little, little fresh right now, but you do have a match coming up with JTE.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about going into that now?
I'm going to need some time, man, to be honest with you, because who knows what shenanigans him and the commissioner are up to rob me of the next victory.
Whoa, so you think the commissioner is involved in this?
It's great to say undefeated, undisputed, greatest champions in the fucking world. It's always great to say that. It's a moniker that you have an undefeated champ. So, who knows? Because the decision was made to give them another Western question. That was fair. The respin was where the unfair nature of this whole game came into play. And who knows what they're going to do in a live audience. I don't know.
This is a lot to digest, guys. Really sorry that you had such a rough day. I know it's a highly contested outcome, and we are ready to see what you guys do next. And please, don't let this sour.
We'll see if there's a next.
Yeah, honestly.
We'll see if there's a next.
This could be a photography.
Yeah, this is like the second time where it's just like, really? Yeah. Why even show up to this shit?
Yeah.
Why even show up? It's like, and especially once it's going to be nonstop on Twitter, you fucking suck, and it's going to be nonstop, everywhere else. It's just like, why do I show up to have, tens of thousands of people call me an idiot when it's like, basically, if you're going to kick me in the balls, just do it when I walk through the door so I can move along my fucking day. Because life's already slapped me in the face enough. I don't need to show up and sit through the ball kicking.
Well, with everything that happened today, Thad,
hey, I guess he still is the commissioner.
And get your thoughts on what went down. It's going to be highly contested. The comment section is going to be on fire. What are your thoughts on today?
Well, here's the thing, Jen. I mean, none of us wanted this to happen, and it makes it. It was a very hairy call because at the end of the day, Roka knew the answer, but we've done this before. We've had this situation many times in round ones. If you don't write it down before time is up, it really doesn't count.
But how would, like, I know there's like the Geppetto rule. Would that send anything like that weigh in this?
Well, spelling doesn't count, and if he had written something that was legible, it would have been in play. And we stopped the roll. We pulled up the tape. I looked at it myself, and we zoomed in, and I couldn't find one letter of English in what he wrote. At the end of the day, it was just scribbling. It was furious scribbling because he was trying to think
and
of the
people
answer.
are going to pull up the screen grab, right?
I know people are going to screen grab it, and if you can Da Vinci code that into figuring out that there's some sort of Jane Fonda written in there, then I mean, more power to you. And I'm sure someone's going to try, but I just didn't see one letter that looked legible, and I couldn't, in good conscience, say that he had the answer written down. So he said it right, and there's no question to that, but he did not write it down in the time allotted, which we all know that that's the rule, and he knew that that was the rule.
Mm-hmm.
And he erased it before we even had a chance to check his board.
I'm not sure if you were able to hear what was going on back here a few moments ago, but Roka made some pretty strong claims that he thinks that there's a chance you might be in cahoots with the Lion's Den.
I mean, that would make for a great story. I don't want to touch them with a 10-foot pole. They have a place in this league, and I'm happy that they're around, I guess. But there's no collusion here whatsoever. I think that it was a very tough call because we had one team who didn't get it right at all, and then the other team who said the right answer but didn't write it down like they were supposed to.
But ultimately, that swung the entire game.
It did, and if they had bet differently, it might not have been that way. They knew what was happening going in. They knew what was happening when Christian decided that we were going to let the champions spin again because that was part of their challenge, and Christian and the announcers, Christian and Emma decided, which is their right as the people at the desk, they decided that they could spin again. They could spin a new category, and if the outlaw did not think that he was strong in the new category spun, he didn't have to wager all those points. He wagered big. He swung for the fences. It didn't work his way. Round 4 didn't work his way either with the buzzers. So unfortunately, we had the outcome that we had. And congratulations to the Patriots for continuing their impressive run. But it just didn't work the way that Matt and Roka wanted it to.
Will new rules be put into place because of this?
It's not really new rules. The rules were already there.
Making sure that all the competitors know. I mean,
handwriting classes.
Yeah, I don't know what we could do. They know the rules. Roka's played this game more times than I could count, and he knows the rules and he knows them backwards and forwards. So I don't think there's any need for a new set of rules or some sort of document for them to sign saying that they know they know what they're doing, and it just didn't work for them. And unfortunately, they're going to complain, but that's life.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Thad.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Absolutely exactly what I thought we were going to get. The Patriots gloating and laughing and saying no more top 10. They don't have to need to see him anymore. And John Roka calling for bullshit. He's saying it's, he has every right to be upset. He has every right to. He's a passionate guy. He's one of the best that we have in the league. And he knew the answer. There's no doubt about it. He knew the answer. And at a point, I was going to award him the 3 points, and I did. But the challenge was what it was. The challenge was the fact that the rules state, and Thad, the commissioner, came in and said,
it's true.
It states.
And for as much bullshit as the Patriots put everybody through, that was a completely legitimate challenge, and
right. And
it had to stand.
And they were right on the fact that to spin it again because it was just too muddled. It was just too muddled, and it was just a matter. And I understand. I get it. It is what it is. But once again, live event is right around the corner here now. March 15th. Roka,
a little bit of added
JTH,
drama.
One-on-one now. And the Patriots sitting high again. 9-0, 6 defenses. They have one more victory to get to 10-0 with 7 defenses. Who's next? I'll tell you who's next. It's going to be the winner of Above the Line and Modoc. I can make that announcement now. The winner of Above the Line and Modoc will be the next contenders for the team championship. So, Emma, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me. That was certainly something.
We just went through World War III.
We did.
All right. Well, here come the tweets. Thank you, everybody. Please join Patreon. Become a patron today. Thank you for everybody who, whether you put on the slice, whether you put on a question, thanks for everyone who's supporting the Patreon, and I appreciate you guys all being involved.
What's going on, Schmoedown fans? Frank here, and it is the last installment of Title Week, and what a spectacle it was. It's time for your Schmoedown breakdown.
And your winner!
Now, let's not beat around the bush. The third round completely changed everything. And due to a series of unfortunate events,
this is going to be pretty interesting on the Schmoedown Rundown tomorrow.
As opposed to it being tied up at 22 apiece had previous events been upheld during the betting round. The largest deficit a team has ever overcome was 5 points. But in the end, too much went in favor of the Patriots, and they KO top 10 by a score of 28 to 15. Let's get into the stats of this match. This is the second best performance from the Patriots, answering 80%. Through all 7 of their title matches, they have an average accuracy rate of 74%. As for top 10, their match accuracy is slightly below their title match average of 63%. Concluding this trilogy of matches, the Patriots have outscored top 10 73 to 52. If you want other stats from around the league, check out SD Rundown Stats on Twitter, and don't forget to check out the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday on YouTube and iTunes. This has been your Schmoedown Breakdown.
All right. Well, I think they pretty much explained everything that is going through my head. I mean, the rules are the rules. They got to be followed. There's really not much more I could even say to that. A lot of people are going to think it's a bullshit call, and despite me being a part of Outlaw Nation, as I said in the beginning, I think the verdict was just. Maybe not the respin thing. Maybe that might be where everything gets a little bit awkward, but I think it was a fair verdict for everything that happened, and yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can really say to that. As far as what they announced, Above the Line or Modoc will be the next in line. I got no problem with that at all. I mean, they're both former challengers before. They both came very close to getting the job done on their first attempts. And yeah, I think whoever wins that match will be very deserving of another opportunity at the Patriots. But we'll find out what happens when that match comes. That does not have a official date yet. I'm guessing it'll be sometime in April. But who knows? So with that being said, that's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Follow me on Twitter at WWEJTH1 and follow the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page. But until next time, this is JTH saying until next time, thank you for watching, and I bid you adieu.